Hey everyone, and welcome back to Unbox Analysis. I am your host, Gary. Today we are going over some camping accessories, some outside electronics, and some clothing. I haven't done clothing on the channel before, so we're gonna jump right into it. Okay, so first, this is a shirt here from Temu. It was like $6. Price will be up here, you know how it goes. And it's been super comfortable. I've been wearing it all day. I had to do some yard work. Thought I'd really give it a great test, see how it fit. And honestly, I'd probably buy it again. Like, it's pretty nice. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on the clothes because I'm not really a haul kind of person, but I really just want to share some different aspects that you could use for the outdoors, camping, or everyday life. So next we'll jump into these. These are awesome. These shoes I believe were $22. Price check will be up here. They're extremely comfortable. They're lightweight. They have an awesome grip and pattern on the bottom. I think these would be great for wearing in water just because of the way the mesh is. Great flexibility. Honestly, a lot better than any $20 pair of shoes I've ever bought. The brand is called, I believe, Clacho or Claco Outdoors. Like normal, links are gonna be down below. Also, real quick, a reason I share those links isn't just to make it easier to find stuff, because Temu is a great place to earn some extra cash or even just to earn some credit to buy more stuff from Temu. That's what the link down below for signing up for an affiliate is. You don't have to be a YouTuber to use it. If you just have some friends who might want to check it out, family, whatever, put it up there. They'll save money. You might get a little credit. There you go. But yeah, overall, these shoes, great, super comfortable. They seem to be made of a really good kind of stretchy material on the top. They were great. I used them for a couple hours doing some outside work. No complaints at all, except for the dirt I just got on my table. Next up, just a couple other shirts I got. These ones were really cheap. I think it was $7 for two. They're lightweight, they're breathable. Honestly, they'll probably turn into some nice gym shirts for me. I tried them on, they fit really good. Like I said, we're gonna be pretty quick with the clothing. If you guys do want to see more about the clothing, though, just let me know for the future. All right, next up on the clothing line are these pants. Now, I thought these would be neat for a camping video. They got all sorts of neat pockets, stuff like that, but they didn't fit me. They were a little tight around the waist, so I would suggest going a size up. Although these aren't really in normal sizes, I believe it was just small, medium, and large. But for $22, the quality on these things, it feels nice. It's not stretchy, but it feels super durable. I actually might order another pair in my size just because they seem pretty decent. They seem pretty cool, and I think they're worth checking out. Next up, well, we have this bag. So this bag is a very similar size to the gray bag I reviewed in another video. This one seems a little more durable, and honestly, it looks really nice. This was $12, $12.08, I believe. You know how it is. So I'm gonna be using this because I had all the stuff outside to test. We're gonna start with some knives. Now, this isn't the first thing everybody goes to when camping, but when I camp, one thing I really like to do is cook. Normally I take my Blackstone, you're gonna see in this video, that's not what I use to cook this time. So in here, you'll see there are 4 knives. This is the one I use for cooking. So these here were $20, $22 I believe. Quality-wise, well, they look nice. They feel solid. I mean, they're $22 knives. They're not gonna be like, you know, top tier quality, but they're pretty sharp. They cut really well. No idea how long they'll hold up, but if you're just using them when camping or, you know, on a little bit of an away trip or whatnot, pretty good little deal here. So they come in this nice case here, 4 knives, and then you have a little grater here, which can be used for, you know, potatoes or carrots or whatever you feel like using it for. Up next is this little guy here. This can be used for cooking. What you do, you just take it flat, right? And it just pops right up. You put some wood, some whatever you really want to put in there that'll burn. You light it on fire, and then you can set a pot or a pan on top. I didn't test this one out specifically because this one's kind of just gonna do what it's supposed to do. Now I will say, this is pretty thin metal, so I wouldn't expect to get a ton of uses out of this. You know, probably 10, maybe 15 times, and then it's gonna kind of start to melt through or burn through itself. But for the price, this could be useful. Up next is a $10 somewhat version of the same thing. You can see this one comes in quite a few more pieces. And again, I didn't test these ones out really just because they don't really have any mechanisms that are gonna work or not work. I will say right off the bat, this one feels a lot thicker than this one. So comes in kind of Lego style. Looks pretty simple overall. Looks like you're gonna take these guys, slot them in. Yeah, no instructions needed. This one's pretty easy. I did have a picture to go off, but I figure if you're ordering it, you'll probably have a picture to go off too. Okay, just like that. You see it goes together. You put your burning material in here. It's got some nice breathing holes for air to pass through, make it a little bit better of a fire. And then it's got some nice hooks on top that'll hold this guy in place. And there you go. Honestly, I would probably use this one over this one here. It's $4 or $5 more, and it just feels a lot nicer. I feel like this one lasts a lot longer, especially if it's just one person or you're just cooking something up real quick, or if you're cooking something up slow, however you're feeling, honestly. On to the tech portion. So here we have a foldable solar panel charger. Biggest downside to this, comes with a micro USB, but it does have a USB-A in port right here on the side. So you fold this one out. It's got 5 small panels. This one does not charge as fast as the last one. I tested this one. It's about half as slow as the other one. But if you're just having this strapped onto your backpack or something while you're hiking, got your phone in your bag, you know it's better than nothing. Or in an emergency, it folds up nice. Honestly, it's got a super nice case, really good build quality. Overall, this thing is pretty neat. I want to test out more solar panels in the future. I would love to compare them to some nice solar panels. So, Jackery, if you're out there, hit me up. Let's try them out. Cool. On to the next product. Between Wish and Temu over the years, I have seen these guys in a whole bunch of different ads. This is a handheld chainsaw. Essentially, it is exactly that. You have a chainsaw blade with the chainsaw teeth on here, which, in a bonus, means you can sharpen these in the future. I tried this out on a branch. As you'll see here, the branch itself, it was definitely cutting through it without issue, but it kept getting stuck with the smaller stuff. So I took my camera and my tripod into the woods, and you can see here that this would definitely cut through this larger tree. This is probably 8-inch diameter. I mean, this sucker would get through it, absolutely. And it wasn't even that much effort. You just kind of pull back and forth every once in a while, still get stuck up a little bit. But realistically, this thing is super useful and neat. If you're into the whole wilderness thing, camping, probably wouldn't try to cut down a whole bunch of trees with it. But if you just need to get a couple things out of the way or get some firewood, this is cool. I would recommend this. Check that out. And it comes in a nice little carrying case for your safety. Probably wouldn't want to carry this in a pocket, get snagged on all sorts of things. So it just slides right here into this little carrying case. Then you got the 2 snaps right here. Also has a belt loop on the back. I thought it would be neat to try out some cooking. So first, let's talk about this little guy here. This is a pocket stove. Now, given obviously an issue with a pocket stove is you still have to have a large canister of gas, but it's not too bad. It was about $5 for the canister of gas. I did pick it up at Walmart. The local hardware stores didn't have it. So here I decided to cook my lunch. Now what's cool about this is if you look, you can just see that it works. It's simple, it works. Honestly, this thing puts out an absolute enormous amount of heat, way more than this little pan could handle. So I had it turned almost all the way down. Yeah, I was cooking up some food in here. Now, downside to using this little portable stove, as you'll see here in a second, is I managed to lose about half of my lunch here because it is not the most stable thing. Got a little overconfident with the stability and kind of forgot to keep an eye on it, and well, that's what happens. So you'll notice the pan I was cooking with in that little segment there is the other part to this set. So this is kind of neat. It's got a carrying bag that'll hold all the pans here. Then it has the one pan then the other pan, which acts as a lid. So the other pan you can use as a lid, or you can use it as like a miniature frying pan. Each pan has these own little handles. They fold out. Now, in the cooking, you'll see in my left hand I was wearing a silicone glove. It's a thermal glove. I thought that was kind of neat. Picked it up for a couple of bucks on Temu. But I didn't actually need it with these. Overall, the handles, they stayed nice and cool throughout the whole cooking process. And yeah, I mean, it worked great. I put a little bit of oil in there, a little bit of garlic butter, and off I went. I cooked it up pretty quick. What didn't end up on the ground honestly tasted really good. All right, so on the other half, what we have in here is these other two. This one will fit over this one as a lid, or maybe you can use it as a little plate. Get your food going and you just want to have your little meal. There you go. I will say that this thing boils water fast, like really fast. So if you want to use it for that, this would be great for making coffee in the morning. Hook it up to a little French press, something like that. Honestly, recommend for the price. Also, just another quick shout out to Lepow. They sent me this for another video, but this right here is part of my new filming setup. So for the overhead that you guys can see up there, the overhead looks down on the table and I can monitor it with this monitor they sent me. Super cool and I appreciate it. Speaking of streamlining different aspects to my videos, this is another really cool thing, but Fopo sent out another thing. But coming up here in a little bit, I'm going to show you somebody who partially sponsored this video with another way to increase productivity. This helps me increase it massively, but let's just say, what if I had 2 screens? We'll get to that here in a little bit though. All right, so here you just have some nice little string LED lights. They do have a solar panel on them. They're solar lights. Now at first when I got this, I didn't think this had batteries inside, so I was a little concerned, but it does. So you got your little housing here. It has a mode and a power button. You can see all the lights here. They are sealed pretty well through a plastic tube. I feel like they'd be pretty waterproof overall. Honestly, they're probably just for some neat decoration. They're not gonna light up a whole area, but it's really cool. It comes with these little accessories here, so you can mount it somewhere, or you can stick it in the ground, whatever you're feeling really. It's pretty simple. I just wanted to get some kind of neat lights. They're not gonna be super bright in here, and I don't know exactly how long this battery lasts. I'll try to check before I post the video, see if I can get a little more information. Apparently, when I was ordering stuff, I focused a little heavier on cooking than I thought. But I like camping. Camping is super fun. I really enjoy it. I don't get to do it as much as I want to, but I really do enjoy it. So this is just your average camping stove. But problem with this one, which I didn't realize up front, is this one is just the tripod. This one does not come with any of the stuff that you would use with it, so you need to have your own pot. The quality does feel super nice, and the basic idea is you set this up as a tripod, and if you look here, it holds or suspends something above the fire. So you have like a coffee pot, teapot, a stove that has the right handle on it. This is definitely going to be useful. I will use this in the future, but since I don't have anything to connect to it right now, I couldn't really test it out. But it is kind of cool, and I just wanted to show it to you guys real quick. So the hammock was $19. You can see it's pretty stable. It's got the really nice mesh that goes over top. It would have been nice if it came with a little bit better rope for the top to keep the net up, but it's strong. It holds me. I'm 195 pounds. It was comfy. I may have fallen asleep while recording. Super nice, it's comfy, it's durable, and it's cheap. It's only $19. It's got a nice mesh, really nice zipper on the side, and it just works. It's exactly what you expect it to be. It's a nice hammock with a mesh top, and it felt solid. Super cool, 10 for 10, would recommend. One of my top picks from Temu that's not tech. Super cool. All right, so real quick, let's get it set up and check out this triple monitor setup that was sent over to me. It's called the Fopo triple monitor, and this thing is awesome. Okay, so when Fopo reached out to me and asked if they could send this thing over, I jumped at it because this thing is neat. I really appreciate them for sponsoring this portion of the video. If you check out here are some of their links. I'm gonna have this link down below because I looked at it a little bit, and let me tell you guys, this thing is cool. Now this isn't for everybody, but it's awesome. Let's get into it. So inside, right here first, you'll see all this. They have a whole bunch of different start guides on how to use it, what to do, what to set it up, what connectors it has, how it works. Very detailed instructions. They make this foolproof. So what I'm saying is I might mess it up. Another connection guide. Got a website right here to go check out. Right off the bat, first thing you see, 2 included screen protectors. Then we have the unit. I'm gonna call this the unit. That is the only way to describe this thing. This thing is amazing. We're gonna get to that in a second though. In the bottom, we have the war chest of cables. I'm not sure the last time I saw a product come with so many useful cables. So here inside, we have a charging brick. We have multiple variants of USB Type-C with 90-degree connectors, another USB Type-C to USB Type-A. Then, on the other side, HDMI to mini HDMI, 2 of those. And then another USB Type-A to USB Type-C. All the cables you would need to get this thing going, along with a cleaning cloth. And if the first 2 sets of instructions in the website weren't enough, they got a full user guide. All right, I'm gonna get this set up and show you guys what it looks like. Here we have it set up. The productivity abilities of the thing is amazing. So I'm gonna tell you what I have set up here. Here, on this side, I have a USB Type-C to USB Type-C. That gives both power and video signal from a laptop. Other options, you can use HDMI and a USB-A to USB-C for power and video, but I decided to mix it up. For those of you who have a Samsung phone or even an Android and you want to use like mirroring, this over here is currently running a whole separate desktop from my phone called Samsung DeX. So here, monitor screen 1, monitor screen 2, we could do monitor screen 3 for the laptop or connect it to the phone and have a whole nother desktop scenario there. Or we can mirror our screen. If I were recording somewhere else, I could use this screen as my overhead camera and be able to see it just as I'm doing over here. If I'm at a trade show, editing video or streaming, I can have my chat here, video editing here, other random topics here. Like, honestly, this thing is super cool. It's got great video quality and it's awesome. Now, a couple things that I could see improvement on. Well, if it could lock in here a little better, it'd be nice. It is a little heavy and the cables come out on the side. It would be great to see them somehow come out of the back. But overall, this is an awesome product. It's currently on sale on Amazon for $5.50. I think I can also get a discount code too. I'm gonna put that in the link below either way. If I have a discount code, I will make sure to let you guys know. Overall, you definitely have to go check this thing out. The color quality is awesome. You could game on this, only 60 Hertz, but the displays look awesome. So just a couple more specs on these. These are IPS panels. They are 1080p, and they look great. They're super thin. Just the whole idea of this in general is awesome. I love it. I think this is super cool. It's just an outside of the box thing that I've never personally seen. But yeah, seriously, go give these guys some love. Check them out. Computer kind of isn't plugged in, so. I'm gonna put the links down below. Thank you again for sponsoring this part of the video. And all right, back to the unboxing. Now that we're back to this, what does every camping trip need? Well, if you're anything like me, it needs a first aid kit. Okay, so this first aid kit here, it was the cheap one. It was like $5 or $6, and I just wanted to see what it had and see how useful it'd be. Let's check it out real quick. I know a lot of you aren't here to see first aid kits, but I thought it was neat, so I'll make it quick, I promise. So you got some bandages, some wrap, some Q-tips, possibly the cheapest scissors I've ever seen in my life, but scissors, alcohol prep pads, some antiseptics, gauze, bandages, instructions on how to use them. Cool, cool. And then you have some pins here to hold everything together, along with a rubber strap and some tape. Super neat addition. Honestly, safety is a huge aspect in my life. I was in the military for about 5 years, and it was basically drilled into us every single day, safety, 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 and it just kind of stuck with me. So if you don't have a little first aid kit for your camping trips, this might be a cheap little option for you. I mean, you could throw these in anything. Next up, We're gonna hop right into a couple of different things here. I did pick up a couple flashlights because what's camping without flashlights? Now this one seems super similar to the last one I ordered. You can see it's pretty bright. It has a telescoping. It does charge off of a micro USB port. Now this light here was about $4, and since it's rechargeable and it has a pretty bright light on it. Honestly, this seems super similar to the first one. Ooh, got a little flash mode there. We'll be careful with that. Yeah, for $4, I would definitely recommend this. This next one here also charges off a micro USB. It's got some side lights right here on the side. Nothing else in the front or back. And then you have 4 long distance surface mount LEDs right here on the top. So brightness wise, if I'm being honest, I don't think it's any brighter than the other one, but it probably has a longer distance. Yeah, this one has a longer distance, more of a throw-out beam, and this one is a little more focused, as you can see the difference here. And then of course this one also has the side light here, which, you know, you're sitting there working on something while you're camping or doing anything, just a nice little side light to set up, however you want to do it. Cool little flashlight. If I had to recommend one of these two though, I would go with the cheaper one. This one was about $10 or $11 here at the time I ordered it. It's neat, but it's kind of bulky, kind of gimmicky. So again, not a bad flashlight, but I would probably recommend the cheaper one. Okay, last but not least, I had to see what a $35 night vision scope looked like and how it worked. I don't know a great use case for this, but I wanted to check it out. So here we are. Inside we have some instructions. We have a USB to micro SD card. We have a USB Type-C cable, very nice, love to see that. Haven't been seeing that hardly at all. And then we have the monocular. Now I didn't realize this was also a camera. I'm guessing that is what the micro SD card is for. And it also has a mount on the bottom here to go onto a tripod. So that is pretty cool. On the side here, you've got your rechargeable battery pack that clips in. Okay, then here on the bottom, kind of hidden by a rubber cover, you have your micro SD slot and your USB Type-C. So I guess I will try to record with this and show you guys what it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and turn the lights off. We're gonna see how good this thing works. Honestly, I am super impressed. That is awesome. This thing actually works great. It is pitch black in here. Actually, if I zoom over, you can see the camera here. It is on. It is recording nothing because it is pitch black. Okay, these things are absolutely awesome. Now, they do zoom out quite a ways. This is actually the lowest zoom I can set it to, but check that out. They just work. How cool is that? Okay, this might be the coolest thing I've ever unboxed from Temu. For $35, you have working infrared, night vision, whatever. It works. This thing is awesome. I am super impressed by how well this thing works. I don't know what else to say. I did not expect this thing to work. It's a camera, it records, it's got IR modes, it's got a zoom. I'm kind of blown away here, everyone. This thing is awesome. Kind of glad I did this at the end. You guys had better stick around to check it out. Now we get to talk about our giveaway winner. I am going to post the giveaway winner on my Instagram. So you gotta go and subscribe to my Instagram, like, follow, whatever you call it. Links are gonna be down below. Make sure to check out the link to the Fopo triple monitor down below. Huge thanks to those guys for partially sponsoring this video. So nice of you guys to send that over. That thing is amazing. I will be using that in the future. The productivity enhancement with that, phenomenal. That's gonna be it for this video. I really appreciate you guys coming around. Tell me what you think about this thing. I need to know. And then go check out the Instagram and see who the winner was for the cell phone giveaway from a couple videos ago. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.